What is up, guys? Welcome to JS Racing. My name is Jason. I'm back at the track again today, trying out my engine, the ZR28R, with the 28mm carburetor. I've actually been on the track a couple of times already. Always came back with a bit of a problem. The biggest issue right now with this engine is that it vibrates a lot, and the fact that it vibrates a lot actually loosens a lot of screws around the cart. So I've had to take the cart back in to screw in the parts and stuff like that. The worst one that happened was the pulley, that the whole cover actually fell off and one of the holes snapped. So that was pretty bad. Yeah, right now I'm waiting for the bikes to finish so I can get back onto the track again. I don't know why they are bikes on this track, because this is not a bike track. In fact, if they actually run on this track and they go too crazy, they can actually kill themselves. So I don't know why they're here, but whatever. I mean, there aren't a lot of bike tracks here anyway, so I think they would just have to make do. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just waiting to get back on track. Hopefully I can actually have a decent session, because the last two sessions were pretty bad. They were just like, you know, 1 or 2 laps, and I had to come back in, so that was pretty stupid. But anyway, so I'm gonna get back on the track soon. I mean, if I get to record a decent session, I'll let you guys see it. Anyway, that's it for now. Good. Alright guys, so I've just unloaded everything back in my workshop. I'm going to head out for food because I haven't had anything to eat the entire day. But anyway, so in conclusion for today, the good thing is the engine performed well, and I was 2 seconds quicker than last time. So same engine, bigger carburetor, 2 seconds quicker, which is fantastic because I had better tires this time as well. I'll talk about tires a bit later. Anyway, so 2 seconds quicker, with a but, because when I was doing like wide open throttle, it was bogging like at the longer stretches, which is annoying because if the engine was running smoothly, I think I'd be able to reach much higher speeds and probably shave down even more time from the lap time, possibly to within 53 seconds. But anyway, so engine was performing well, just not as well as I expected. That's the good thing. The bad thing, there are a couple. First is the engine vibrates so much that the first 2 sessions that I was on the track, I was actually more picking up pieces that were falling off the cart, which is annoying. And I didn't really get a good session in. I was like on the track for 2-3 laps and things were already falling off because the engine was vibrating so much that it was loosening screws all around the cart, which is annoying. That's the first thing. The second thing is the engine. It's a bit awkward right now because the previous prototype that we tested was around 15 to 16 horsepower, and there was a set of slick tires that was working quite well with it, which is called the ALCT GS tires. Okay, now the supplier said it's best to use those tires with engines that are within 15 horsepower. The previous prototype was already sort of exceeding it, so we were finding that the tires weren't really gripping that well, but it was still okay. You know, it was still performing okay. But with this new engine, more powerful, and the first sessions I was using the GS tires, and I can tell you, no grip at all. Cornering, braking, exiting out a corner, whatever, no grip. Okay. Luckily, I brought another set of slicks, Maxxis XG3. So pretty hard tires, but supposedly a bit better grip than the GS. Now here's the problem with this engine. It's powerful, but not nearly as powerful as the 2-stroke engines that these tires are meant for. So I took quite a while to warm up those tires to really get some grip on the tires, but I mean, that really never happened. It was a bit better than the GS, but I was still, you know, not getting a lot of grip from those tires, so it was a bit annoying, but at least I got a bit better lap time than last time because I'm at 54 today, which is okay. You know, it would have been better if I could, you know, get into 53, if the tires were better, if the engine, like the carburetor, was better. But anyway, so here's the solution to deal with the problems that I had today. First, I'm going to get a set of softs or super soft, something like that, to see how well it'll work with the engine. The second thing is I'm going to switch back to the previous carburetor, which is 26 millimeter. It's not going to be as powerful as the current edition, but I think I can do a few tweaks and make it better. And also with the vibration right now, my only solution to deal with it is whatever I'm installing around the cart or, you know, around the engine, I think I'm just going to have to add some of those blue Loctite to just make sure the screws stay in. That's the best I could do. Other than that, I mean, I don't really have any other solutions to deal with the vibration. And the vibration is pretty bad too. Like, the longer you drive on this cart, like, once you're done with the session, you get off the cart, you feel numb with your hands and your feet and stuff. You feel numb. That's how much it vibrates. There is another issue with the engine that was quite significant from today, and that is the starting cable, like the pulley starting cable thing. For some reason, it became really difficult to start it. It would just get stuck constantly, and I was unable to start it myself. I had to get a couple of people to help me out as I'm, you know, sitting inside the cart. But anyway, so I'm gonna have to investigate. I need to open up the engine to see what's going on. Oh, another problem that I need to open the engine up for is the well, not really open the engine up, but I'm gonna open it anyway. So I need to see the volume of engine oil that was lost during after all these sessions from today. Because I found that the oil pump was actually shooting out engine oil. Because right now I'm using the engine chamber as the pulse. So it's actually shooting a lot of engine oil into the fuel pump. But I do have a solution. I'm going to switch the pulse back to the carburetor tube, because there is a pulse nozzle there. And I'm just going to close off the nozzle from the engine casing and not going to use it ever again because it's just shooting so much oil out. So I really don't enjoy seeing the engine oil going everywhere because first of all, I need to understand how much oil was lost after 1 day of running, and if you have a fuel pump adding to the losses, it's going to make it worse. So I'm going to have to change that solution back to the carburetor tube, which is going to be, yeah, hopefully work a lot better and limit the amount of engine oil lost. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty much what I got from today's testing. I still think it was a pretty good testing. At least I know what kind of a carburetor works best with this engine. The only problem with the smaller carburetor is every time I check the spark plug, it's always white. You know, it's not burning enough. There's not a lot of fuel, not enough fuel. So I'm gonna have to figure something out to make sure, you know, there's enough in there in the combustion chamber or something. But anyway, that's it for this video. It's a bit long with the rambling, but at least I did a pretty comprehensive conclusion sort of summary thing for today's testing. Anyway, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. I should have done that earlier. Anyway, peace.